everyone. As you know, I'm Billy. Anyway, I thought about what kind of YouTube videos I wanted to put out, and basically I was looking around and I really didn't find no how to cook videos. So basically I decided to do a how to cook video. Now basically the one I'm going to tell you about right now would be my meatloaf. Basically how I make my meatloaf, I use 2 of these packaged. These you can get from just about anywhere, and basically that is 93.7 lean ground beef. Now I'll tell you why I use lean ground beef. Basically because when you use lean ground beef, it's not going to swivel up. If you use something higher content of fat, it swivels up fast. So basically I use I use 2 of these, which is 2 pounds, and I use 1 good size onion, because I like a lot of onion. If you like less onion or no onion, then you can omit the onion. I do use 1 green pepper, which I only use half a green pepper because I'm not crazy about it. I use 1 slice of bread, and I use an 8-ounce can of tomato sauce. Usually I use Hunt's brand because that's just a brand I prefer. But basically any of them will do, even the cheap ones. Basically what I do is I take the 2 pounds of hamburger and I mix it in a bowl with my hands. I crumble it all up, and then I add my tomato sauce, my bread, my green pepper, my onion, which I've already chopped. Basically after doing that and mixing it all up, and I take the slice of bread and I just rub it in my hand like this. Just take a regular slice of bread and just rub it in your hand like this, and that makes your breadcrumbs, and that just makes a cheap way to use breadcrumbs. And I only use 1 slice of bread. And then I mix it all up. And when I mix it all up, I put it in a square pan, usually, because I don't invest in buying a meatloaf pan, so it's usually about an 8x8 or similar size to that. It's like just a regular little square pan that you might use for bread or something. It's not very big, but it's not very small. Then I spread it out evenly in the pan. I preheat the oven to 350, and then at 350 I cook it for an hour, which that's in my oven. Now your oven might cook faster or slower, so you kind of have to judge it for yourself. And then after about 30 minutes of cooking, I take ketchup and I spread on top, just regular ketchup. And there again, I prefer Hunt's, but that's just my preference. Okay, so, and then basically I pop it in the oven for an hour, and then it comes out like a regular meatloaf. Usually I like my meatloaf best to fix the day before, and then I heat it up the next day because I like it better left over for because that's just my preference. I love my meatloaf the next day. So this is a meal that you can make up a day ahead of time and eat it the next day, which is great. It's also a meal that you can pre-mix everything in the morning before going to work, and then throw it in the bottom of your refrigerator, and then when you get home all you gotta do is dump it in the pan and cook it for an hour. So just gives you something to think about and something to ponder, and that's what I want to make my video on. So thank you, and God bless everyone, and I hope y'all have a great Christmas.